Sucks. Speaking of some sucking, I didn't really care about what came off of her name, but she's my techno teacher. And I hate her. And normally teachers put the TikTok, I hate her. Like, she gave a kid IS, like, 2 or 3 days of ISS just for saying, this thinks that I'm gonna do this and understand it or something. I don't remember what was said exactly, but the fact that he got ISS for it, which we've sworn in her class before, like the same kid, he said, yeah, breakfast for lunch, and he didn't get in trouble. He just got told language, and then so the whole class started dropping F-bombs. And then after that, he said something to her, like I said just now, and oh my god, she had a fit and gave him like 2 days of in-school suspension. Like 2 or 3, I don't remember how many. And she didn't give him any of the work to get done in class either. No. Nothing. She didn't give him anything. So yeah, I don't like her that much. I really don't, actually. Like, it sucks. But, so I don't know. I don't know, actually. I guess I was just looking to hang out, but I don't really know what to talk about or do, because obviously I'm not streaming on my PS4. Speaking of, like, I tried streaming Final Fantasy VII, as you guys know, and it was working for a little bit, but it stopped working because for some reason it did. Like past a certain point, there were like blocked scenes, and so it wouldn't let the stream. So it wouldn't let you guys have the like stream video for some reason. But yeah, I hate that it does that because like context is important, man. You know, like I want context, but I didn't get any. But oh well. Well, I got the context. I should say you guys didn't get the context. My posture is horrible. Jesus. But yeah, I'm bored. That's all there is to the stream, is that I was bored. But if no one's like gonna be in chat, I probably should just end the stream. Hopefully someone comes in that I can interact with, but I doubt it. Cause even with my streams on the PS4 that are more interesting, like only one person showed up and it was kind of depressing. And I only interacted with one. With one person, because they're like the only ones that have watched my stream, and even then they leave after a while. Yeah, it sucks.
Um, so okay, I'm gonna go on a bit of like a nerdy talk here, I guess. Uh, have so for those of you in my chat that have played D&D or that's gonna be watching this video later, if you're even interested, I don't know. This is probably gonna be a pretty boring stream, but if you guys ever do get interested or something, like I want to know about your uh, about your experiences DMing because I know that DMing it's fun. It's yeah, I like it. Although it is annoying. Um, wait, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it is annoying sometimes, but it's overall pretty fun. Like I've only run 2 campaigns. One of them was a cyberpunk campaign, and then another was a a one-on-one campaign between just me and Jake, which I wrote the script for both of those because screw you, I don't need to write scripts, but I write them anyway because it's fun and I like writing for some reason. I don't know why I like writing. I don't know why I like writing these like short stories. I just do. It's weird. But yeah. I don't think you could cuz it already like it already has a hole in it technically. Like the bottom of it has like fire in it and it's not like actually a balloon, you know? It's just it acts like one, but it's not. So I don't think that is possible. It just kind of fall. That would be pretty entertaining though if that did happen. Of course with nobody in it so that like no one gets hurt because if someone got hurt, it would admittedly be funny, but it's bad for someone to get hurt in that kind of thing. Or it would be bad. I can't talk. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, I that would be entertaining for sure. But I don't think it's possible. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Uh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, this could become a Q&A if you guys wanted it to. I don't care. Like I honestly do not care at all. So if you guys want to make this a Q&A about my channel or about me, sure, why not? I don't care if you want to just ask me random questions or just talk about whatever. Hear me ramble on, even though that's gonna get annoying after a while. Um, but yeah, so that those are possibilities for the stream. I had no idea what I was doing coming into the stream. I just dove in face first. Uh, so for the viewer that is watching right now, can you like type in chat? I'm lonely. uh oh, another thing that I should probably mention, since a lot of people, especially like substitute teachers, they read my name as Kyra. It's Kira. Like Kira from Death Note, or from what I think I'm actually named after, which is Kira from The Dark Crystal. I watched a little snippet of that movie the other day and it was weird. Yeah, like. But if you could. I mean, assuming that it would fly around like an actual balloon in that case, it would. It would. Yeah. I think it just because, like, the air in it, you know? Like, like how a regular balloon, if you were to pop it, like, just the air just coming out of it. I guess that's more aimed towards helium balloons more than anything, but yeah. But I don't know for sure. Like I said, I doubt that's. Hang on, actually, I'm on my, I'm on my computer. I can do a Google search. It is a myth. A hot air balloon can pop. Hot air balloons have holes at the bottom and a sealed hole at the top, so they cannot pop. Gas balloons, however, can. Okay, yeah, so I was right. They cannot pop, unfortunately. That would be entertaining, though, if they could. But as I was saying about like what could make it fly around everywhere, it'd be like the same with any balloon, like just all the air like compressing out of it, just go like, you know. Um, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like rambling way too much or speaking too fast. If I am speaking too fast, please tell me to like slow down cuz I do tend to talk fast a lot. No, wait, hold up. I actually have my YouTube connected to my Discord, so can people see from my Discord that I'm streaming? I don't think they can. Well, that sucks. Cause I know a friend of mine, he streams on Twitch and it'll like have like a purple like uh status bubble, if that's what you call it. I don't know what to call it. It'll, yeah, and it'll be purple to like match Twitch, but I don't know about YouTube. But I don't have Twitch. Well, I do, but like I don't use it. Um, I'm getting so many Discord notifications. Jesus. My God. Okay, so Jesus. Um, are there any more questions? Ugh, maybe some you wanted to ask me about like my characters or anything. I know I'm not exactly the best at explaining, but I'll try. If I were to stream from my phone, this would probably look different and maybe like slightly better, but I don't know. Cars. Play my cars right instead of cards. with a D. Um, today no. Hey, someone's here. Hi, how are you? Also, I like your username. That's great. I'm doing fine, I guess. Nothing interesting, really. Just being bored. Hang on. My earbuds for school were under my computer, and I tried to move them. Quick question. Are you someone from school or just one of my subscribers or someone in one of the servers I sent the link in? I don't know. Um, oh. Well, I'm glad that you're here, at least. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself if you want? Yeah. All right. Just tell me what. Jesus Christ! Just tell me what you want to talk. Tell me about yourself. Oh, oof. Well, that's okay. Um. Well, hi. I'm Kira, as my name states. It people think it's Kyra for some reason, but I promise you it's Kira. Um. I'm 17. I just turned 17 this July. What about you? When's your birthday? Oh, nice. My choir former choir teacher's birthday it was today apparently, and I didn't know that until earlier when my current choir teacher, Mr. Elliott, brought it up in class. He, yeah, it was great. So in class, since it was a choir class after all, we sang happy birthday and all that, and yeah, it was great. Well, what day is it? Mine's on July 19th. December. I can't talk. I can't English. I can't word. December 14th. Okay. Yeah. What the I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with myself now that I actually like am sitting in front of my computer streaming instead of on my PS4. Cuz okay, hang on. That yoga ball is what I normally sit on to stream. And I'm just sitting there on the PS4. I'm obviously not on it. I'm on my bed. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know what to talk about or to do with myself. Yeah, it it's weird all around. You know, I've been wanting so long to figure out how to stream on from my Switch, not on Twitch, but I mean like just on YouTube. Cause let me see if I can find my Switch first of all. There it is. What's the battery at? 57, surprisingly. Let's move that from my mouth a bit. That's gonna be a bit too loud. But that I didn't press the button to do that, but it did that. But so lately I've been playing Splatoon 2. I want to play Splatoon 3 or heck maybe even Splatoon 1, but I don't have either. I just have Splatoon 2. I've finished the main storyline, but I want to play the Octoling expansion on here. But I don't know what kind of software I can get on here to to get on this that I can like use. Yeah, so that's a problem. And then I also have like um the Mega Mix, which sucks by the way, like the graphics compared to the other games. Oh, yeah, it is. So it's basically a third person shooter that's about squid kids. Um so basically the human race like died off, and so squids, since apparently they're able to like uh I forget I forget what the word is, but basically their genes made it to where they can like change between squid and human form. And same thing with octopi in the game, hence the octolings. And yeah, it's great. I love the game. It's fun. It's notorious. It's like infamous for its online gameplay specifically, but my account doesn't have the online thing anymore, so I've just been playing the Octoling expansion. But it is a good game. I like it. It's challenging at times, but oh well. That's the point of a game, you know. Yeah. And then there's rhythm games. My boyfriend, he his channel, he Jesus Christ, his he brought back his channel with just like some of his TikToks, and his TikToks are pretty funny. He even included one with me in it, and he was like he put that weird like effect on it, like the that he put that on the video that featured me, and yeah, but it's funny how I learned to do that like perfectly in within like a year. Like I just can do it on command. All right, I'll be right back. Just a second. Air? What? What do you mean air? Jesus. I what? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Ugh. I I get I get ticks sometimes. I don't know where they stemmed from. They just kind of happened. Uh, and sometimes they do trigger when I take my meds. It's annoying, and that's what you saw with like the head shake thing, and why I was annoyed by it because I can't control it. Like like sometimes I'll just be sitting in class, and all of a sudden my ticks will just randomly start going off. Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't have to necessarily get stressed, although when I get anxious, sometimes they trigger more than usual. Um, but sometimes I'll just be sitting in class and let's just say like the AC is blowing like right onto me. I have this weird tick. I call it my cold tick because it mainly triggers when I'm cold, but it does it other times too. I'll like exhale through my nose. It will like cancel me talking, and I'll just exhale through my nose as I like shake my head. It's annoying. Yeah. Uh, do you do you have like any like specific things that trigger your ticks, or just have random ticks? Yeah. I mean, mine are pretty random, but I have a friend, Salem. They have learned how to both trigger and untrigger the ticks in my wrist, which my ticks in my the ticks in my wrist, like I can do this, and oh no, look, I have a tick in my wrist. I can just bend it back. And yeah, hang on. Yeah, see, it's done. They figured that out before I could. And I just knew that hey, if I bend my wrist at a certain angle, it'll start freaking out. The fact that I can undo that is a blessing. Like that is a very good thing to have or to know, I mean. That's like the only tick that I know. Yeah. It's like the only tick that I know of that I can just make stop suddenly with a certain action. Other than that, I don't have any other ticks that I can just stop. Like and make it like not force it to stop, just make it stop. Cuz the ticks in my head, I can make them stop. It's just that like they won't stop. I'm just making myself not tick, but like I want to, and so sometimes it makes my neck hurt. But yeah, I imagine having ticks where like you know the triggers is like a really good thing to have so you can like avoid those triggers as much as possible. Um the like cold tick that I mentioned earlier, sometimes if I like dry swallow a pill, if you don't know what that means, basically you don't drink anything with your pill, you just take it. And apparently that can trigger my cold tick and it's annoying. Like I hate it. So I try avoiding doing that, but I've legitimately showed someone that tick by doing that. And yeah, it was chaos. And the lady that I showed it to, she's like, "Oh, Dagger ding. Oh, hi. So yeah, and I have the same like I don't have Tourette's, but I somewhat know what Tigers triggers my tics. But even then, and sometimes other people's tics will trigger mine, and sometimes I'll accidentally trigger other people's tics, and oh god, it turns into chaos. I don't know where I get these tics from. Like I know it's not Tourette's. I don't think anyway, but I have them. They exist, and I don't know why they exist, but they do. Um, yeah, there's not much to talk about really. Well, there is if I think hard enough, but then I'd just be rambling on about one subject, and it gets annoying after a while. Oh, nothing much. Me and this other person, distilled Arizona, are talking about ticks. Oh, okay. So I'm taking nutrition and wellness, right? Which we get to cook food every once in a while. Hang on, let me get it pulled up here real quick. So my partner and I, we originally had like 3 people in our group, but the other one, uh, he decided, "Nah, I don't like you," and so I moved to another hour. But hang on. So me and my partner, we'll just call her Ash. Um, we called this one. Hang on, focus, please. We called this one Bruno because we don't talk about it. And then she also smacked and then if I can if I can find it, jeez. I know it's in here somewhere. And then we made quesadillas. Here's that. Um my friend just beat it with the spatula, and ironically enough, it made it more crispy, so she just kept at it. Um yeah. And so yeah, so sometimes my friend she'll just beat our food that we're making. Um yeah. Uh man, I love like cooking. I don't know. Oh, thank you. T- okay, Dagger, if you want to talk, just talk in my chat instead of DMing me. That's why I'm DMing you over Discord is cuz you're DMing me. Just talk in the chat, it's fine. Uh, th- then how are the others supposed it look, it may be boring, but how are the others supposed to know what you're saying? It does? Like for me it sends like almost instantly, but oh, that's on chat delay. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can fix chat delay. Pop out chat? Toggle timestamps? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Dang. I wish I could fix that. Because that sucks. What? What? Why is there a spinning wheel of death? I like to say that I have 3 because like I do this weird thing where in my head it seems like I'm talking to 2 other people, but I'm not. I'm just basically arguing with myself. It's weird. Um, somewhere, I don't know. I I don't know where they went. um, but yeah, I don't know what to talk about. If you want, again, as I stated earlier in the stream, if you want this to become a Q&A, I don't care. If you want to just chill, I don't. It's whatever you want to do. As long as stuff doesn't get too personal. Oh, I did not know she responded to me. Sorry, I was checking Messenger real quick. Yes, and no, they're like Jack Skellington, but A Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's technically both Christmas and Halloween, but yeah. I have 0, but wait, wait. Oh, no, that's just the pink one. Oh, there's the other ear. I have 0. He was one of his ears has already broke off, but why are you telling me to fall over? Like my wardrobe is not that far from me. Yeah, so his other ear already came off, this one's coming off. It was originally like an ornament, like you see that hole right there? It was originally an ornament and I put it on my keychain on my Chromebook, but it fell, but it didn't fall. It broke. Like like I have like this and like these, but I had 0 on there, but it broke and I'm sad because I genuinely liked having 0 on my computer, but he's no longer with my computer, sadly. Yes, a small woof woof. I need to put him somewhere where he won't break. But here's the thing, he can't stand. Like, if I were to set him down on a flat surface, he doesn't stand. Because his tail. What? Ah! Imagine getting startled every time someone says your name while you're getting hyper focused, but like for anything else, you don't get startled. It's just your name. That is a running thing in the one class that I tutor. Is that like every time the teacher says my name, cause okay, so she allows me to do puzzles while I'm in her class, and I go to her seminars specifically to try to finish those puzzles, and I, like, hyper focus on them a lot, and, like, if she like, I perk up at certain terms when I'm hyper focusing, but when she says my name, yes, I do perk up, but I perk up so much that I jump. And the jump, like, I jump so bad. It's amazing I how I do. Like I full on kicked my friend's foot one time because of how bad I jumped. Oh yeah, my mom got this for me the other night. It's like a magnet fidget. I dropped it on my computer and my computer had a real quick seizure. I think that's bad. Oh, I'm probably boring. You know what? Just between me and this stream and a few of my friends, the teacher that I was talking about, they do. The teacher that I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, I want to get her fired. Like she sucks. She's just now starting her lessons. Yeah, they do. Like this teacher is like just now starting lessons and we're like 4 or 5 weeks into school. Every other teacher that I have has started their lessons except the one tech math teacher that I have. And not to mention, she's just rude and disrespectful to a lot of the kids, especially the quiet kids. Yeah, I'm a quiet kid and I'm normally a teacher's pet, but like I hate her. She is I debatably hate her more than my sociology teacher who literally yelled at me during an anxiety attack, yelling, like full on yelling, getting in my face, asking, telling me, demanding that I tell her what was wrong. I couldn't talk. I was in the middle of an anxiety attack. Which she quit. She I don't remember if she either quit or got fired from that job, but yeah, that happened. And yeah, like everyone hated her and she found a way to fit Christianity, her uh political beliefs, just homophobia, racism in just about every sentence that she said. And she had us just all she had us do was like take notes. And we didn't even get to do any sociology, which for you and for those that watch this video later on, which I doubt they will, um basically sociology is like the study of people, like a group of people or just groups, multiple groups. But yeah, we didn't get to study any groups. She studied the groups that took that class. All she had us do was write down notes that she wrote, and so they were like her English was wrong, which is ironic because she was in like she was like right across from an English teacher, my English comp teacher as of current. Like the irony is great. Also, like my English comp teacher, man, he is something else. Let me tell you. Apparently, she or I'm sorry, he he taught my boyfriend's mom, and she's 32, somewhere around there. But the fact that he taught my boyfriend's mom and one of the other teachers there is that's how you know that like this guy's old. Yet he relates to like the groups of kids that he has so much and it's it's great. But the other day, like some girl came in like absolutely mad, and so she just walked out saying that the teacher was selfish, basically, which he's not, at least not from what I can see. And yeah, that I feel sorry for that teacher. I felt sorry for that teacher that day. 'Cause, like, come on, man. Like, get it together, Jesus Christ. Like, I get that she was probably having a bad day, but still, that was just uncalled for the things that she said to him. Um, uh, if you guys could, if anyone's even gonna watch this when it's out or whatever. Hold on. Oh, it was the metal to my hair tie. Uh, could you recommend me something that I can, like, download onto my Switch to, like, um so I can, like, stream stuff on my Switch? Because I can guarantee you I do a lot more interesting stuff on my Switch than I do on my PS4 or just this stream. This stream is probably gonna be one of my most boring, if not the most boring ones. Also, I so much stuff has happened in the, remake of Final Fantasy VII, and apparently that's not even the full game of, like, the original Final Fantasy. I saw a trailer for it where they're, like, doing, like, a continuation of Final Fantasy VII. I want it. It's the same thing with, like, Splatoon 3. I want it. What? Donkey Kong? Do you mean, mm, Barrett? D do you mean Barrett? The guy with the Gatling arm? No, I don't think I have. Yeah, I know who Donkey Kong is, but yeah, I know who he is. I don't recall him dying. Like, when did this happen? No. For what Mario game? You wanna know what would be funny? If I were to go on Omegle and, like, somehow get that for you guys. That would be great, but also at the same time, like, there's some risque stuff on there. Yeah, I've heard that they are, and that's great because I only have the remake available to me. And Jake, my boyfriend, he was getting so frustrated with, like, like, what? What? DK isn't in the game. Hang on. What? What? Hold on. Is this a legit thing? Hang on. Is it? Uh, uh, wait. Is Donkey Kong actually in the game? Yeah, again, I haven't watched any of the Final Fantasy VII, like, um, gameplay because I don't want spoilers. Like, I started streaming when I was pretty much to all blocked scenes. that one fight though with like the mask things. Oh my god, I was getting so frustrated with that. Oh god. I knew it wasn't real. I knew it wasn't. Why didn't I believe you? But like I looked it up on Google and I wasn't finding much, but from the OG Final Fantasy, it looked like he was in the game. He isn't, I don't think. And oh god. This just goes to show how I'm gullible. Yeah, we are talking about 7, but I looked up Donkey Kong in Final Fantasy 7, and with the original that was like an actual turn-based game, I saw something that looked vaguely like Donkey Kong, but like it wasn't Donkey Kong. No, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 1. I only know about like Final Fantasy 7 cuz that's like all I've gotten to play. I've been interested in seeing other Final Fantasy games too, though. Like, I would love to see, or not really see, I would love to play another Final Fantasy game. Oh. Yeah, but I guess playing all of them would get me caught up on the lore though. Ah, Jesus. There's just a sharp ringing in my left ear and it hurt. Oh. I, well, that's good to know. Again, good to know. I didn't know that. There's one with like Zach. And I don't know much about him, but his and Cloud's memories were like fused or something, or like switched, or I don't know. But all I know is that Zach exists, and him and Tifa were. They at least both had crushes on each other, but I don't know if they were like together or just friends that were really awkward. Like, I honestly had no idea. And, you know, I've been looking for a job, right? Chris Core. PSP. I'm trying to think of what a PSP is. Uh, like, I know of a I know of like a PlayStation Vita, however you say it, which apparently they stopped making those because they didn't sell as much, but I I do have one somewhere in this house. I just don't know where. Yeah. Uh yeah, I do know a little bit more than kids my age probably. Like, at least I know like what a record player is and like a CVS tape and stuff like that. Like, I know what that is. Some some kids in my high school don't know how to read a clock that's not digital. I learned that last year And that's just like the most interesting thing to me because I remembered, or not CVS, not CVS, like the tapes, like I for VHS. Yeah, thank you. I know about like the VH, if I can talk, VHS tapes. But yeah, like I learned last year that like so many kids in my school don't know how to read a digital clock. Or not a digital clock, a non-digital clock. You know, like the ones that are in school all the time that only have like 12, like up to 12 on them. So many kids in my school don't know how to read those. And how do you not know? What? Like, admittedly, it does take me a little bit to do the math, but what? They they don't know? That's depressing. Cause I was taught that in middle school before I even moved to where I am now, which I moved in, like, the middle of 3rd grade, and I remember learning that, like, in, like, 4th grade or so. And I still remember it to this day, but so many kids my age don't. I am, cause I like the plot so far in the remake. I don't like how annoying it is to get past that one part. So, basically, I got to the part where Sephiroth, like, opens a gap in time, and Red just said, like, it's funny how we're defying fate to keep fate, or something along the lines of that. Like, I'm getting past that part, or I'm trying to get past that part, and it's frustrating. Like, if I die, game over. I have to start from all the way from all the way to that point, and it's just it's frustrating, man. Who replied to me on Messenger? Okay. I am interested if you are still typing. Film? Huh. That does indeed sound interesting. I didn't know they made a film though. I mean, I guess I should have figured, considering that, like, yeah. Hmm. Well, I want to discover all of the lore because this is actually like really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so I was playing Last of Us Part 2, right? When Joel died, I couldn't, man. I was bawling. Like I couldn't continue that game. Oh yeah, that's right, they are. Yeah, it is. I loved it. But when Joel died, I couldn't, man. I was bawling. I know Ellie goes on a killing spree to get revenge, but like I couldn't, man. I was bawling. Like I wanted to continue, but I just couldn't bring myself to continue cuz man, emotional. Yeah, like I remember I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it was in the first game. Like I threw a bottle. Yeah. Like okay, so I threw a bottle at a wolf soldier as Ellie, right? We were in a cave with a bunch of clickers, and all of the wolf soldiers didn't know how to handle the clickers after I threw the bottle. They all just started freaking out and shooting, and oh god, I drove the wolf soldiers out. So that was fun. Made it a bit easier for me. I wanted to start chaos and I got absolute utter chaos. It was great. Um in my random games I've played out of context in one of my videos, I believe I included that in there. I even included like a blog of right after that happening too at some point. Sorry, I have my computer sitting on my legs cuz I slouch and I'm trying not to slouch. At least not as much. Cuz like 2 years ago I got, I think, internal bruising in my back, my lower back specifically. And that causes like my entire back to hurt sometimes. Cuz you see, like 2 years ago I fell off a bus and my back hit the last step of the bus. Thankfully my backpack caught most of my fall, but like ow. Uh yeah, I have like twisted and sprained my ankle. I've even sprained my pinky once. But nothing hurts as bad as what I did to my back. And then there's also, it used to look a lot worse. So basically, I was putting something in the oven on the bottom rack, and I burnt my hand on the top rack. And then my partner did the same thing when she was taking said item out of the oven. But I think it's safe to say that I've dealt with plenty of illness, or not illness, injuries. Be glad that you don't, because you see, I'm a klutz, and so I injure myself on accident a lot. Like, yeah, like I remember I made a video about it. This was like years ago, but I still have like this scar in the middle of my ankle from it. So I was riding my scooter. I did a dumb and rode it in flip flops, and I got road rash in the middle of my ankle, on my hand, some on one of my knees. It sucked, and I hated walking. Like, hang on. Yeah, I still have. Hang on. Ich. I don't know if you can see it that well. You see that like splotch right there? Yeah, that's a scar. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Yeah, that scar's really bad and it's still there. I was covered in bandages. It hurt so much to walk. It sucked big time. Like I I get that I've like had real bad accidents, but that was what hurt the most, I feel like. Cause yeah, sure, I've gotten burned. I've fallen flat on my face a few times. Yeah. I never really learned how to ride a bike. I rode a scooter because that's all I knew how to ride. Um, but yeah, and I did that because it was hot out. It was summer, and I didn't want to put on any socks. I did the same thing when I was like going to my friend Kat's house one time. I put on flip flops, or I was going to, because I was gonna ride my scooter down to her place. Uh, and my grandparents made me put on socks and tennis shoes because last time I rode my scooter in flip flops, pain. Um, so yeah, that happened. It was painful, but hey, it you only live once, you know. I do that, but I'm like old enough to the point where I can drive, but I didn't learn how to drive because my grandparents would not let me take that test unless I read the full book, memorized that book, and I don't wanna memorize that whole book, man, just to take a test. Yeah, I just go around on my scooter because it's easier than walking. You used to be cool. I was never cool in the first place. Like, in middle school, I was the embodiment of anger issues. I would constantly be yelling at my classes to, like, shut up because they wouldn't. And now I realize that I may come off as that still, but I I feel like I've like what's mellowed out, and I may still look intimidating sometimes or seem intimidating, but I'm not in reality. I'm just I'm anxious. Yeah, I don't have that much confidence, I'm gonna be real honest, but I am a bit self-aware, but I also have self-esteem issues. Like, my self-image or whatever it is, it's not the best. And I definitely lack confidence, so yeah, I don't think too highly of myself, which is fine. I learned to live with it. And like all of like I'll say like, "Oh god, I like sometimes I'll say like I look ugly but have this selfie anyway." And like my friends will be like, "Excuse you, you are not." And I will beat you into submission. Not no. One time my friends did threaten to start a cult around me. It was a joke, but like oh god, it was great. I actually speaking of cults, I have started a metronome cult in Animal Crossing, and I've been in Piano Lab enough to have my own built-in cult metronome. Like I have rhythms right and everything. It's just that I'm struggling with getting to some chords fast enough. And I asked my teacher. I think it was earlier today, but it might have been yesterday. I asked my teacher like, "Hey, how many more points do I have until I've met the quota?" And he's like, "Oh, you're long past the quota." And I'm like, "Oh, so I can free play?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I started learning multiple things. Last year, I learned the intro to the Black Parade and Don't Forget, like the Deltarune theme. This year, I'm learning Never Gonna Give You Up. Yes, I'm planning on rickrolling people on the piano. Um, Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Uh, Wellerman, like the sea shanty. And then I'm trying to find a good reference for Jar of Hearts by I don't want to say her name because I'm afraid I'm gonna like butcher it. Yeah, Piano Lab is just like a class that I take. It is really fun though. I like it. I like playing piano. It's fun. So what all did you play on the piano? Oh, yeah. Um Man, so okay, so I'm in choir, cantorum specifically, because I actually tried out this year. Um My god. You're a strong tenor when there's only 2 tenors in a song, yet the teacher tells you to, like, soften, soften yourself. Moomin? I don't know that, I don't know what that is, I'm sorry. Hang on, I have Google. Moomin. Oh! Okay. The main thing that I've found that, like, I personally like to use is, like, music charts instead of the sheets, because like, I know the rhythms, I just don't know the notes, and, yeah, I didn't know what, like so there was, like a B and then a smaller B next to it. I didn't know that meant B flat. And I feel like an idiot for not knowing that. Yeah, I didn't start choir until I was a sophomore because my sister was in choir and I was afraid arguments would happen in there between me and her. And yeah, because she likes to argue with me a lot. And she's also here, home for the summer from college. I forget when she goes back. But I can understand quitting. Like, I remember. Why did she make you quit? That's dumb. Like, what? Wait. Okay, I have a real quick question though. Did they give specifics? Like, did they say a name that did they give a name of who you cheated with at all? Or supposedly cheated with. My bad. Supposedly did. Good. I'm glad she did. Okay, that's what I thought. Man, I I remember this kid, I don't know why he told me that, "Oh, your boyfriend's cheating on you." And I was like, "No, he's not." And like he gave me a name and I was like, "Okay, first of all, you're telling this to me when I doubt he even knows the chick." Which apparently he did, but he didn't know much. Uh, you can eat dinner together as friends, though. What? Yeah, I figured as much.
Did you take your pills at 8:30?
Yep,
Okay, gotta make your lunch.
I know. All right, I actually gotta go. Like, I need to get off in like 3 minutes. It's been nice talking to you. It really has. Like, I'll even like subscribe to you real quick if I can find a way to do that. I might have to end the stream, but yeah, it's been nice talking to you. But I gotta go. Like, I'm supposed to get off. Oh, are you someone from the um D&D server? Okay, yeah. Bye. Sorry. Oh.